Hey folks, it's Indieguy. Have you ever noticed how bad movie tie-in games are? You know, like that Fast and Furious game? And you don't remember it? Don't worry, me neither. But what if I told you that there's one movie tie-in game besides Spider-Man 2 that doesn't completely suck balls? Say hello to Peter Jackson's King Kong, not the video game but the official game of the movie. Seriously, whoever thought it was a good idea to do this needs to be shot.
It was you, Indieguy. You named the game. Do you remember? Do you remember crossover?
Hey, it's not my fault that— What was I doing? Oh yeah, this game is a tie-in for Peter Jackson's King Kong. And you know, I actually kinda like the movie. It's a little bit too long, having 3 fucking hours. Jack Black's on the movie, so I'm not really that mad.
But I said
Peter Jackson's King Kong.
that's where I wanna be.
Please notice me, Chaplinsky-senpai. So the game follows the movie to a certain degree. Of course, taking some liberties to turn the game actually fun. You play as Jack Driscoll, the screenwriter for Jack Black, who is shooting a movie in Skull Island. Everybody lands on the island, and the main actress gets kidnapped by the big monkey himself. By now you might have noticed that this is a first-person shooter, but it has a weird shooting mechanic. So, before you shoot or throw a spear, you have to hold the draw button. That doesn't sound too weird, but yeah. To be honest, I like this, and it adds a sort of horror feel to it, which I really appreciate. There are some horror elements, like the low amount of ammo and the fact that 2 hits can... okay, I'll get to that in a bit. In terms of weapons, you have the shotgun, which is pretty cool. The Tommy gun, the pistol, and the sniper rifle. This is in terms of firearms. You can also have dinosaur bones that you can use as spears, and actual spears that do a little bit more damage and go a little bit further.
It is I, Brian, the disciple of Omnoshivara, and I come to collect rent.
But you can play as the big monkey himself, and it's pretty fun to play as him. You just beat the shit out of T-Rexes and giant bats. The only issue that I have with these parts is that there aren't too many of them. Another thing that I really enjoy is the oppressive atmosphere that this game has. You might think it's a little bit too grey, but I think that contributes to the horror aesthetic. Shooting on the PC has a weird recall sometimes that I don't really remember being on the PS2. But overall, some weapons like the sniper feel kinda weak. In terms of enemies, there aren't a ton of them, but there are enough. You have the crabs, the centipedes, the bats, and some variations of dinosaurs, including, at points, T-Rexes. Not just when you're playing with Kong, but also with Jack. Okay, by now you might have noticed that some of this footage isn't mine. Well, that's because the PC port for this game is almost unplayable in modern hardware.
Thanks. Nice work, you got good aim.
I mean, I got it to half work and then got it up to 3/4 by running game in compatibility mode. But still, I get to this part where you literally can't get past the boss because it disappears or appears every 5 fucking minutes, and I don't have the patience for that. And I'm very bad at emulating PS2 games. I mean, just look at my Bionicle Heroes review, so emulating is out of the question. It also includes the Xbox or the GameCube. I don't know how to emulate them, so I'm only left with the PC port and the PSP game. And the PSP game looks jank as hell, and let's be honest, this looks a lot better. Now, before you come shouting at me that I haven't played the game all the way, shut the fuck up. I have played the game since I was fucking 8. I have the special edition for PS2. I have played more times than Andrew Holschild has appeared in the soundtrack of a boomer shooter. There's one other major flaw in this game, which is its length. You can actually beat the game in under 5 hours, which is ridiculous. You always feel like you want to play more. This leads me to a final verdict of a solid 7 out of 10 for the PS2 and a 2 out of 10 for the PC port. If it wasn't for the game being completely unplayable for the PC, it would have gotten the same grade in both platforms. Yet I would have recommended the PC. Still, I'll leave the download link in the description if you want to try this. And if you know how to fix it, please tell me in the comments. Oh, that's it. See.
Remember Kosovo, Indieguy.
Will you shut the